All right. We're gonna do Vashj. Check out a little bit of Vashj. All right. This is starting phase 2. Phase 1. Phase 1 doesn't fucking matter. Phase 1 is just phase 1, right? So, yeah, we're gonna get into this little fight breakdown starting phase 2. Priorities, etc. Kabob warrior. So, this was our first kill. This was one of our cleanest so far, right? It just looked really good for especially a first kill, right? So I want to break this one down, kind of start from the ground up. Right, so, all right.
I got the Naga. Just keep it slow.
All right, so we got the Naga coming in. With warriors, it's really easy to get that initial intercept and just go straight through the mob, right? You're not going to really use intercept on anything else unless you're going straight for, you know, elementals and shit like that to try and get a quick victory rush in there on a kill, right? Stack your senders, do the DPSing. Make sure you're watching your surroundings for the elementals coming in. The outer ring is medium zone, right? But this inner ring where it switches to dark on the inner, right? That's scary. That's the danger zone. So, you know, gauge it depending on health, where they're at, traveling on this, I don't know, the mantle of this core look-alike thing, or whatever it's called. Anyways, it's really important to get your sunders up, you know, so. If you're running 2 warriors, it's really easy to split 2 and 2, and then, you know, whoever's the coolest gets the remainder, right? So, kill that Ellie, check your surroundings, make sure everything is good. Try to go and get that victory rush. Didn't work out. We got another Naga coming in. There it is. Alright, we get the intercept, and we go right through the mob. You're already at the back of it based on the moving.
Like you come up,
right? I pull aggro here, I get the bop, I wait for a moment, right? Because if you take the bop off right away, it's going to snap back to you, right? Because you still have that threat, you're just immune. Alright? It's not a threat drop, it just holds your threat in place for the remainder of it. So, we pump into the mob.
Lock a nade.
And we're not just killing
Elementals are coming in. You see that's the danger zone, right? Swap to them, make sure they get killed. All the melee swap.
Start on 10. North.
Here comes the second Naga. Make sure you're avoiding the cleave. The cleave
easy dodge, by the way.
One-shot you. It's very freaky. Alright, get your sunders up, make sure there's
right?
And you're pumping this one.
This is the last core.
Really
so
want to get this one down. You're coming up on the last core, right? So, this is where you're gonna either push it or you're not, right?
Lots of elementals, guys.
I'll hold it. Not an 8.
Good job.
Swap over, try to get that victory rush. Nothing's really near, nothing like that. If there's nothing near, go for what you can, right? Get that attack off.
Nope.
Active time is active time, right? So,
I just moved for
avoid the cleave.
Careful one time to bring it to this house. Start on 9.
Make sure you get your sunders up.
Dunk in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, now listen.
Go ahead and lust.
This right here, this is your, you want to get everything down as fast as you can, okay? You got elementals coming in, alright? And that's okay if a couple of them get to Vashj, right? But if excess get to them, or get to her, right? It's a bad day, especially going into phase 3. You got to make sure that those Ellies go down, okay? Melee has to swap with, to them. Basically, in this situation right here, this outer ring, however you know, whatever the distance of that is, the radius of it, right? That essentially follows Vashj, and that becomes the danger zone, okay? Because she can move at any point, so you got to make sure that whenever you're transitioning her, that you prioritize the elementals in this situation going into phase 3, right? Puddles are very scary, okay? And she roots, and there's potential for you to get rooted, and then the puddle goes on top of you, right? So we utilize thornlings in this situation. You'll see later on, I go out, I drop a thornling. The cloud that it produces, its area effect, right, is the same difference, or is the same distance as the puddle, right? So it gives you reference of how big that puddle is going to be. So essentially, if this is the puddle, right, or this is the thornling, okay, where the puddle has potential to drop, you would line up here on the very edge of it, right? That way it's a simple one step out or one step in, or it minimizes the amount of time that you have to move, right? We'll see that later on, okay? So.
Move to Kino.
We pop wreck here. I don't think I have Death Wish up at this point.
Big fucking down on
so I just
guys.
opted to save it.
Well,
I think I do
only
pop
close.
it later.
out?
Like here pretty quick,
Spread out as
actually.
best you can.
Yeah, okay. Just to get the last little bit of that wreck, we want to get the boss
Every
down
single shaman
as
should be spamming
far
grinding
as
totem.
we can at this point. We still have less up for 10 seconds. Unfortunately, it's going to eat about 6 seconds of my
fucking
death
down,
wish.
guys.
That's how much I'm going to have left. It'd be like that, you know what I mean? Timing isn't always perfect. So this is the root thing that I was talking about. It's you could use FAPs in this situation, kind of old school classic pots. Living action potions as well, but you know, that's kind of gay. So yeah.
Do you restrict this if you can?
Thornling.
The Thornling call just went out, right? So I look for my intervene at this point because the goal for the Thornling, right? Quick intervene out, drop it, quick intercept back in, right? Unfortunately, my target, which was Al right here, right? He was a little bit out of range, so I just had to manually go out and run back in. It'd be like that. But do the fight mechanic, get the Thornlings out. Don't be selfish, right? So dropped it for the range there. If you watch back here, you start to see they start to go around it, right? The mage is actually on the inside of it, and you see the pulsate of the Thornling, right? It's going to be about the same distance as the puddle, right?
I'm out of range, sorry.
Blast them.
Dukino Ankh or Beerus? Pump, guys. Fucking pump. Fucking kill her. She's 5%.
Freedom Bella.
Dude, fucking stop moving the tanks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fucking kill her. Fucking kill her. Fuck yes, guys. Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Nicely
Good
done.
job.
Holy
And
fuck.
a belt of
Good game, baby.
Yes!
Oh my! Wow, this loot is actually fucking
Nether
sick.
vortex?
Vestments
Holy
and
shit.
boots.
That's
Holy
actually
hell.
the
Vestments belt.
Wow. I'm literally coming.
Very good.
Where's Wayne?
Very good loot.
Woo!
Very good loot for a first kill. Right. So we executed that fight pretty good. I think at the end there we had maybe like 2 deaths. Right. But we handled it. You know what I mean? It was a very good first kill. Very uplifting to like the 43 attempts that it took to actually kill her. Right. So This is where fights are going to start getting, you know, there's going to be a little bit of a challenge in some of the fights, you know what I mean? So it's kind of exciting seeing a lot of fucking guilds out there, only 8 out of 10, you know what I mean? Kind of really separates the two, because, I mean, at that point, at this point with these fights, you do have to adapt, right? You have to adapt to a lot of shit that's going on. And they're actually very, very fun. So, yeah, breaking down the fights, SSC, TK. Had a pretty good week, you know, last week. Well, this week. Coming up on Tuesday, so, you know, review these, watch them a couple times, right? It's very beneficial to record yourself, go back and, you know, look. The way I like to get better, it seems like watching them and adding my own commentary of things that I could do better works, you know, better than, you know, watching a typical how-to, right? You can actually see the breakdown, like when it's appropriate to pop cooldowns and stuff like that. So, all right.